one of the things that you've touched on that just resonated with me, and it was just so fun to hear this, was you talked about teaching people to communicate and how important that is. And one of the deep and kind of personally sacred things to me is, and that my testimony of the gospel and of the existence of a God are based on, is that he knows how to communicate with me as an individual, as a person, and seeing the specificity with which he communicates to me helps me know that he's there. He speaks to me in ways that resonate, that are personal to me, probably would not be meaningful to other people, but in terms of his timing, his methods, I think all of those things just kind of come together in a way that are kind of sacred to me. And so the act of teaching someone how to communicate with someone else and to consider them is it's an act of kindness and charity, I think.
And that's exactly what we try to emphasize. And what you just said reminds, in Doctrine and Covenants, section 90, verse 11, right? It's a section given to the first presidency. And the Lord says in there's a really interesting set of phrases. He's talking to the first presidency about bringing the gospel to the earth so that everyone, I think that all men in their own or his own tongue and in his own language will hear this. And I thought about those two phrases back to back, in his own tongue and in his own language. And I thought, are those just synonyms? Is that just a repetition? But I don't think it is. I think tongue in that verse and language are two different things. A language is something that's communal, right? You have a community of English speakers or a country of English speakers. But tongue is specific. Tongue is, I think, talking about individuals. And so the Lord can speak to us in something like a language like English, but what Ben is talking about is the Lord reaching out to us individually. And that is really the hope that, if you can get to a point where you can see, we can all write in English, but can you write specifically to a group of people, to a specific individual, to be able to help them, to be able to convey the information you want to convey without them getting defensive, to be able to write something in such a way that would comfort them. I think our language, as much as our actions, can comfort those who stand in need of comfort.